It's your own damn fault. You're so damn fat. It's just like when your grandpappy's lungs turn black. That was his fault too. The doctor told him what to do. He smoked Camels. Guess he bought the wrong pack. It ain't like a team of evil scientists through rigorous testing created the most abominable snacks. Grinding critters and chemicals up in a factory. Now your hand is stuck inside of the sack. Well, it's your own damn fault. You're so damn fat. Coca-Cola just walked in with the results. They did a self-investigation like a Florida sheriff station, so you know they won't be found at fault. Diabetes, help us Jesus, if you're fit, willing and able. For a smooth 10 grand, they'll clamp your guts with a band, and that's all cool if you don't die on the table. Hey, Arkansas. It's all your fault. Well, it's your own damn fault. You're so damn fat. Shame, shame, shame. All the food on the shelf was engineered for your health, so you're gonna have to take the blame. I saw a toddler eat a cigarette on a cart of Keystone beer. I was eyeing art supplies. Some dude named Tanner called me queer. I do not want to go to Walmart today. To Walmart today, or tomorrow, or the day after that. Don't go misunderstand me for some pinko commie rat. I hold close to belief. Rising waters, phases, ships, boys burying the living. Good old Sammy's dying. Wish I saw a woman standing humming to the tune of Delta Dawn on a dead battery scooter with just pajamas on. I saw a family of 33 red-headed boiling over, pick the clearance aisle apart like some buzzards on the shoulder. I don't wanna go to Walmart today, or tomorrow, or the day after that. It's a mirage in a desert of bullshit they created, that's a fact. I also do believe to the victor goes the prize, but to keep a good man down is just something I despise. I saw a 104-year-old woman bolted to a register counting change. Her manager was 10 years old with a smartphone for a brain. All do not want to go to Walmart today. I saw a serpent in the produce, coiled, hissing, talking smack. He's talking about prices, some shit about rolling back. I do not want to go to Walmart today. Hey, to Walmart today, or tomorrow, or the day after that. Don't go misunderstand me for some pinko commie rat. I hold close to belief. Waters, phases, ships, boys burying the living. Good old Sammy's dying wish. Joshua Dean had a memory keen. He was strong and he ran every day, but his lungs turned to goo and he had a stroke too. At 46 he was sent on his way. Whoa, and Swampy Barnett loved his mama, and he took a lot of pride in his work. He found 300 reasons why a plane couldn't fly. Now he's over his head in the dirt. You can know a lot, you can know a little, but whatever you know, just don't blow the whistle. You can toot a flute, you can play the fiddle, but whatever you do, just don't blow the whistle. Bowen's got planes in the sky, yeah, but Bowen's got men on the ground. Oh, you mess with the shares, buddy, beware, they can make sure that you land safe and sound. They keep cutting their deals with the FAA, USA, fantastic lawyers of law. One little blip of the whistle cuts their bonus a little, but you can't never see what you never did saw. You can know a lot, you can know a little, but whatever you know, just don't blow the whistle. You can toot a flute, you can play the fiddle, but whatever you do, just don't blow. You can know a lot, you can know a little, but whatever you know, just don't blow the whistle. You can toot a flute, you can play the fiddle, but whatever you do, just don't blow the whistle. Your life can be trash, completely dismal. It could always be worse if you just blow the whistle.
He's getting a good crowd reaction.
Cancer's getting meaner, and it ain't never been fun. It's supposed to get you when you're old and not get you when you're young. Cancer's always been depressing, it ain't never been pleasant. Don't care if you're royal, don't care if you're a peasant. Only what causes it? Everything you ate, the sleep you didn't get, your job in the air and the water in your pet, the sun and red meat, all the fishes in the sea. They're all a bunch of can't-take-a-risk, cancer-causing, carcinogenic SOBs. It's like them apocalyptic folks off the newer Mad Max. Santa Claus delivered all the cancer in your ass, but it's from the purple ketchup, the BBA's and microplastics. Just hope it don't go mistastic. It's meaner than the meanest of the rumors. It's your own personalized pan Pizza Hut, homegrown little tumor. Take it, hands. It'll make an atheist plead with God. Hardcore bump sticker Christian give up. Santa Claus is checking his list, and the kids that don't give a fuck. It's good to be home. Cancer of the head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I wish I had the patent on the cancer screening. I'd be printing cancer dough. Cancer is as lucrative a business as a war. So if you ain't expecting peace, then why expect a cure? There's an office in a building and a person in a chair, and you paid for it all, though you may be unaware. You paid for the paper, you paid for the phone, you paid for everything they need to deny you what you're owed. There ain't no you There's all the humans in humanity. Now the procedure that you're needing ain't the cost-effective route, and only 2% of people end up winning a dispute. So if you get sick, pray to God for help, cause your doctor's gotta pray to United Health. Way back in 77, Mr. Richard T. Burke started buying HMOs, putting federal grants to work, made 50 billion buckaroos. Last year, the Warren Buffett of health, the Jeff Bezos of fear. The CEOs come and go, and one just win. The ingredients you got, pick a cake you get. But if you get sick, cross your fingers for luck, cause old Richard T. Burke ain't giving up. Commoditized health monopolized Fridays, the doctors they own and the research they bought, they own the pharmacies. And a lot of the meds, they should start buying graves to sell us when we're all dead. There ain't no you in United Health, there ain't no me in the company, there ain't no us in the private trust. There's all the humans in humanity. There ain't no you in United Health, there ain't no me in the company, there ain't no us in the private trust. There's all the humans in humanity. There's all the humans in humanity. If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. See the shame and the blame's on you for being so damn poor. It ain't the price gouging, and it ain't the inflation. It ain't everyone above you trying to make a buck from me and screwing the whole congregation. I had that reduced lunch, I had the benefit cards. Never occurred to me to blame my family on life being so damn hard. I should have paid attention back when I was in school. Then I could figure out the tax, I would know a lot of facts. I missed the class where they taught the rules. I was memorizing capitals, I was in the spelling bee. I must have missed the part where they taught the art of private equity. I was selling chocolate bars, I had a disorder. I was cutting up a frog, got lost in the fog, learning how to play recorder. If you only worked a little harder. If you worked a little harder, ha ha. If you worked a little harder, ha ha. If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. See the shame and the blame's on you for being so damn poor. It ain't the banks, and it ain't the taxes. It ain't the payday loans and high rent homes and predatory fees and practices. Wave your dumb flags, whatever it means. But you should ask yourself, when it comes to health of the poor, are they all that free? If you only worked a little harder. If you worked a little harder, ha ha. If you worked a little harder, ha ha. If you worked a little harder, then you'd have a lot more. It's a shame and the blame's on you for being so damn poor, yeah. I asked the man when Texas ended. He said, if you're lucky, it won't. I said, I got a gift, I gotta get to Fort Smith. I was starting to lose all hope. Then I was young and he pulled out a gun and the bullet just missed my nose. I thought I was delivered when I crossed the big river. I thought I knew, but I just didn't know. I passed over the Ozarks and onto the Ouachitas. I skipped from poverty to poverty, fenced in Arkansas, Arkansas. I saw the soybean fields and the flatbed trucks, and I watched the concrete creep. Subdivided, shouting on a black rock mountain, saying this is how it feels to be free. I read the billboard scripture, prophesying my damnation. Reaching for his life, preachers on his third wife, out in Branson on a big vacation. Passed over the Ozarks and under the Wichitas. Skipped from poverty to poverty, fenced in Arkansas, Arkansas. Nuclear plant, homegrown, and I know it ain't fake, cause they grew it in a lake that they built just to cool its bones, and they handed out a lot of badges and made a lot of energy that they fired in a wire across state lines while the state slurped up the fee. And there ain't hardly a place that the meth ain't planted a dead white kiss. You can smell it in the air, you can see it in the chair, it's a pretty damn hard to miss. I saw a law officer shrug his whole body, resigned to an American God, said if they wanted to, they would help themselves. And then he put away his Bible and he got out a gun. I passed over the Ozarks and under the Wichitas. I skipped from poverty to poverty, fenced in Arkansas, Arkansas. Up in the Rockies, if that's where the big man meddles, then a lesser being of a lower degree must have come down here and settled. I met revelators, archimandrites, the big and the belittled. And deep in my mind, I reckon all in good time we're gonna meet somewhere in the middle. I passed over the Ozarks and under the Wichitas. I skipped from poverty to poverty, fenced in Arkansas, Arkansas. I can't tell you where one thing ended and another did occur. It was new and it was old to me, it was more than I could observe. If what is seeing's for the taking, and the taking can be seen, I'm gonna need your help with the calculations, I'm not sure what it all means. I passed over the Ozarks and under the Wichitas. I skipped from poverty to poverty, fenced in Arkansas, Arkansas. I didn't know the world was ending, I didn't know God's wrath was next. I've never seen them many trolls down a rabbit hole until I went and logged into X. I asked the man what to do with my fingers, and the man didn't disappoint. He said, I'll tell you a story, look at that minority and point. If peace ain't pulling a profit, if love ain't making a buck, it takes two to tango. If they need a bad guy, the man's gonna make one up. They tamed down the horse, and that he saw no error. So he did the chickens and pigs and the cows, and then he domesticated terror. And the snowball kept a-rolling, and we can't seem to get it to stop. They're trying law and order and securing the borders, but our own field grows the crop. If I ever want to see that flag up high, I'm gonna have to cut the bull in half. 'Cause most of the time, most of their lives has been flying down at half-mast. Hotels, casinos, and spaceships, Teslas and tunnels of pine. Folks get too close to the big white house and they lose their goddamn minds. He said, boy, I'm gonna tell you the news. I said, aren't you CIA? He said, I used to, but I still do too. So he chewed on creatine gummies, and I wondered if he was lying. I said, what do you know about Vegas? He said, what do you know about dying? He said, it's gonna be a bloody 25. He said, there's gonna be some loss of life. And then he gave me a one-time code for 10% off blue chews and collagen peptides. Hotels, casinos, and spaceships, Teslas and tunnels of pine. Folks get too close to that big white house and they lose their goddamn mind. White hat came. He said, buddy, I'm gonna fix it. You're gonna keep all your rights and sleep good at night. He was buttering up my biscuits. He said, life is like a box of chocolates, but you should really only eat meat. I told him I had my doubts, but the man had gout, and that was more than I could say for me. He sent me a PDF. He said, check the box down here. There was a user agreement and I didn't read it. Now he's listening through my ears. Hotels, casinos, and spaceships, Teslas and tunnels of pine. Folks get too close to the big white house and they lose their goddamn minds. Gilgamesh goodbye and rode off on the great deluge on my raft to Timu plastic with my harpoon and my pagan friend. I rode the surgeon to America on my earth betrayal boat. Some say the folks that are dead are gonna rise again. They'll be lucky if they float. I'd rather be that son of darkness than to know and pretend I don't. And the mob boss with his golden chain was talking down at the docks, saying you will know that I'm the Lord when all my working stops. Everything will be replaced, everything that can. It's how it is and always been down here in the plight of man. Saying so long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. You be good, I'll be good. Maybe we'll get her when we're older. I feel older. This good sunshine and the air's alright, even if I gotta make it all up in my mind. The horde of weeping crocodiles scrawled upon their deck as the pageant of the reptiles plumbed new unfathomed depths, and they wondered how they'd navigate the pit their slaves had dug. I saw Atlas teaching Peter and his pals all how to shrug. Some say the dead will rise again. Maybe they will if just to vote. I'd rather be that son of darkness than to know and pretend I don't see it. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. You be good, I'll be good. Maybe we'll get it when we're older. I feel older. So long, it's been good to know you. So long, it's been good to know you. You be good, and I'll be good. Maybe they won't throw us over. I got a red house and a red car, runs on big red batteries. Used to be blue 15 minutes ago, but they turned red just for me. I got me a red horse and I'll ride it. I had some blue friends, they're the best. Used to ride around the world on a big jet plane they call the Lolita Express. I got me a red tie and it's 10 miles long and it matches my red hat. I got me a red bird and a red fish, a red dog and a red cat, and I got me a red pen and I use it. I got a big red chainsaw too. My red friend likes that white powder, makes his arms do weird salutes. When the war gets here, we're all gonna hold hands. All the Baptists and the Catholics, all the Marxists and the fascists. When the war gets here, we're gonna get on the level. Everyone will look a little bit nicer when you finally meet the devil. I had me a red talk on a red day, looking for a thank you dressed in blue. If you want to win the war, my friend, you know you'd better wear a suit. I got me a red bulldog, technocratic, bootstrap tugging buddy. He wrote an elegy for a people he don't know, and it ain't funny. There's a deep swamp and I'll drain it, where my people are in danger. Who would have ever thought the deep state were the National Park Rangers? I got me some red pills and a bottle. I have black and blue ones too. All the pills are all the same. The illusion is you choose. When the war gets here, we're all gonna hold hands. All the cowboys and the hippies put away their strange misgivings. When the war gets here, we're gonna get on the level. Everyone will look a little bit nicer when you finally meet the devil. Will all promises be kept? Will we all be better off? I get the notion we won't know until the ketamine wears off. I looked up into my left and saw a canopy of greed. I do not need to be unburdened, I just need someone to lead. And if it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time, they say that history don't repeat itself. No, history just rhymes. The river's deep, the river's wide, and there ain't no way across it except to swim or sink and die. The way it's long, the path is mean. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. When the black cat with his chainsaw picked a child from his litter to remind us he's a man, I'll admit I did feel better, and I wondered if the jester knew that he's in on the joke. Some folks don't ask what's in the wagon, they just grin and bear the yoke. And if it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time, they say that history don't repeat itself. No, history just rhymes. The river's deep, the river's wide, and there ain't no way across it except to swim or sink and die. The way is long, the path is mean. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. When they pave over the bodies and democratize the stones, I will leave a Yelp review in the valley of the bones. When the thirsty get their blood and all the people's souls departed, they can raise the holy swollen golden temple of the arches. Onward history marches. And if it looks a bit familiar, like it did the other time, they say that history don't repeat itself. No, history just rhymes. The river's deep, the river's wide, and there ain't no way across it except to swim or sink and die. The way is long, the path is mean. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. I ain't got none of my friends left, they all vanished in the stream. Okay, and the home on the back, making their way down the turtle track. Yeah, turtles. They got places to go and things to see, and they don't need you and they don't need me. Telling them where they got to be. They're gonna rest their heads neath a shady tree. Some turtles live out in the ocean, some turtles like to live on land. Every turtle likes to make a cozy nest and lay his babies in the turtle sand. And turtles don't need a whole lot, they're pretty independent dudes. They need clean water, clean air, about the same things that we need up here. Turtle time. Turtle, don't be a stranger. Ain't gotta be a turtle park ranger. Just see that the turtles might be in danger. We're gonna have to make some changes around here for the turtles. Okay, in the home on the back, making their way down the turtle track. Yeah, turtles. They got places to go and things to see, and they don't need you and they don't need me. Telling them where they got to be. They're gonna rest their heads neath the shady tree. God said unto Abraham, take this Xanax bar. Don't talk no more about all of the war and the cancer going on. Next day, Abram thought he'd bring it up at the local town hall. He said that the air is hard to breathe and the water ain't clean. They said, well, forward in your call. He was on hold for 3 days straight when Jesus picked up the line. He said, don't question the guns, and if you want to have fun, just be grateful that I'm on your side. God made the planet, man made the Xanax, elongate Mars ready. He said, oh, that big-ass starship wagon, cause the bars are too damn heavy. Jesus said, I got a friend down at Pfizer. He held my buddy Jordan Peterson. Well, get it in quick and we'll get your script. You're gonna love the diazepam. Jesus asked him when the head would happen. He said it was somewhere in between a 4-year degree and wondering if I rack a WMDs. He prayed up to the Lord that night. He said, Lord, what am I to do? All the bushes are burned and the money's been earned and the interest rates are through the roof. God made the planet, man made the Xanax, elongate Mars ready. He said, oh, that big-ass starship wagon, cause the bars are too damn heavy. God sent an email in the morning when Abraham was all alone. It buzzed so hard like they scared him to death. It sounded like a hoodie drone. Does the Lord email unto Abraham, go see your PCP. I know that insurance is high, but so am I, and you know that you can trust me. When you're done, download my new app and go see my therapist. You're gonna be fine, take yourself a double SRI. Abe said, God, if you insist. God made the planet, man made the Xanax, elongate Mars ready. He said, oh, that big-ass starship wagon, cause the bars are too damn heavy. Abe went down to the vape shop while Jesus was just in his bones. He bought a very berry flavor and it gave him a cough, but it was better than a feeling alone. When he got home, he decided to give that new app a look. Now Abraham learned to dance and he's shaking his ass, but he forgot how to read a book. He prayed up to the Lord that night. He said, Lord, is P. Diddy in trouble? God said, you're getting it, Abe. That's a good direction. Let's get that dose to a double. God made the planet, man made the Xanax, elongate Mars ready. He said, oh, that big-ass starship wagon, cause the bars are too damn heavy. sink, the tighter you grip, the more that you slip. So I'm singing this song about loving all the people that you've come to hate. It's true what they say, I'm gonna die someday. Mama holding on to all this weight. You know how I really thought that they'd be power, and thinking happy always just pouring full. Thought I was gathering notes for my horses, I was getting by whipping my mules. There's a book I read I don't remember. There's a place I've been I've never seen. There's a note that I wrote that went up in smoke. There's some songs I don't ever sing. All the stars in the sky are burning. Most are burning unbeknownst to me. I wish I would have paid more attention to the bigger things I didn't see. You know, the harder you think, the deeper you sink, the tighter you grip, the more that you slip. So I'm singing this song about loving all the people that you come to hate. It's true what they say, I'm gonna die someday. Mama holding on to all this weight. You know how I really thought that there'd be power, and thinking happy always just pouring full. Thought I was gathering notes for my horses, I was getting by whipping my mules. I got some bricks so thick that they don't make sense, and the walls up in my mind. But life is pretty short and the road's got forks, so I pick 'em down while I got time. You know, the harder you think, the deeper you sink, the tighter you grip, the more that you slip. So I'm singing this song about loving all the people that you come to hate. It's true what they say, I'm gonna die someday. Mama holding on to all this weight. You know how I really thought that there'd be power, and thinking happy always just pouring fools. Thought I was gathering notes for my horses, I was getting by whipping my mules. I'm gonna bring up my buddy here, Lukas Nelson. Y'all know Lukas.
Yeah!
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Special guest.
It's an event.
That'll work. We both got some hard knocks we might have earned. Some folks go to school, others had to learn that most of life is wishing, trying to get back to a memory of a memory you never might have had. My heart's a locomotive, runs on black and coal and cigarettes and coffee. I can never roll my own. I'm on matches from the Padre, hearing church bells toll, wondering what the hell's the difference between dying and getting old. That can't be right. What year is it this year tonight? If I die, I'll die of fright. That can't be right. That acid flashback really awake again. I believe the light is crackling round the edge of anesthesia. Lying on a table with the whole world reaching in you. Hope to Jesus put above that they wash their hands. There's no class action passage to break all my shitty bands. That can't be right. What year is it this year tonight? If I die, I'll die fright. That can't be right. Go, Lukas.
I get it, my old man, he don't like pictures, especially if he's in them. Time is not a mirror, it's some distorted view of the way you thought you was, what you thought they thought of you. All that trash I tossed out, it weren't by no means good, but just 'cause someone tells you don't really mean you should. My friends would try and cheer me up the best they knew to do. There's no rescuing a diver with cinder blocks for shoes. That can't be right. What year is it this year tonight? If I die, I'll die fright. That can't be right. A god with mortal dogs and skills I don't possess. I'm a practitioner of practice. I'm a giving it my best. I'm left and I'm still leaving. I got several miles to go. I ain't ready to do something till there's something I'm ready for. There's a pillar in the desert and it's all alit with flames. It's been burning there for eons. The end of all the games, we owe apologies and ass whoopings. It seems to even out. You can't never know you're happy if you never live without, and that's alright. What year is it this year tonight? If I die, I'll die of fright. That can't be right. Oh, that can't be right. What year is it this year tonight? 4 white horses towards the light. That can't be right. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Lukas. I'll give it up again for Lukas, man. He's the best. How was I supposed to know that my stone was gonna roll way down in the valley? How was I supposed to see all the fishes in the sea swim on without me? I was just a little stone at the bottom of the sea. The waves were crashing over me. How am I supposed to keep all of my sheep when the hill's so steep? How was I supposed to know that my soul was gonna roll way down the valley to the ocean, floating along with the strangest notion? Oh, take out my old clothes and never put them back on.
supposed to know I was gonna fall in love with old Takanaka? Mowing my lawn on a Sunday, praying for the daisies' forgiveness and the rain to come onto the ocean. Is the surf down there, Japan, good man? Is it open? I wanna be specifically Pacific, but I mark hands and you know I must. Gotta trust this lust for the ocean picket. To know that my soul was gonna grow into a big soul flower, and the only thing I'd ever need was a big hot sun and the occasional shower. How was I supposed to know that my soul was gonna roll way down in the valley? How was I supposed to see all the fishes in the sea swim on without me to the ocean? Floating along with the strangest notion. all the women survive. War isn't murder, that's what they say. When you're fighting the devil, murder's okay. War isn't murder, there are no casualties. There ain't a veteran with a good night's sleep. Let's talk about dead people. I mean a dead people. The dead don't feel honor, they don't feel that brave. They don't feel events, they're lucky if they got graves. Call your dead mother, ask her when she died. It's a deathly silence on the other line. The dead don't talk, but the children don't forget. So in 20 short years you could live to regret that. War isn't murder, there's money at stake. Even Kushner agrees it's good or real estate. War isn't murder, that's Netanyahu. He's got a song for that and a bomb for you. War isn't murder, it's an old desert faith. It's a nation state sanctioned righteous hate. Let's talk about dead people. I mean a dead people. If war isn't murder, it's the vengeance of God. If you can't see the bodies, they don't blow when they rot. And the flies don't swarm and the children don't cry. If war isn't murder, good men don't die. So in a short 20 years when you vacation the strip, try not and think about the dead and have a nice trip. War isn't murder, we should all say thanks. I saw it all in a movie, give it up for Tom Hanks. War isn't murder, they don't ship out the poor, and the bullets they fire ain't part of the cure. War isn't murder, land is a right, but the bank's called dibs, it's something you can't fight. Let's talk about dead people, I mean a dead people. The dead don't feel honor, they don't feel that brave. They don't feel events, they're lucky if they got graves. Call your dead mother, ask her when she died. It's a deathly silence on the other side. It's a dark sacrifice made on your behalf. So get down on your knees and thank the sweet Lord that war isn't murder. One more and I'll get out of y'all's hair. Same bugs. I'll have a reason, I know why. Don't do it just so they'll die. If you're gonna kill a bug, don't do it just because. I like bugs and I'll tell you why. They're alive and so am I. Bugs. I like grasshoppers, cause frogs eat them. I like bees, cause flowers need them. I like spiders, I like slugs. I like caterpillars, I like bugs. I hate crowds, I love people. I ain't down with the plague, but I'm cool with beetles and bugs. Oh, bugs pretty cute, bugs pretty fun. There's a couple of bugs I try to stay away from. Mosquitoes, ticks, business flies, bugs in suits, bugs in ties. And I get bit, and it makes me itch. You won't never hear me complain, cause they never really kill me. Granddaddy longlegs, fireflies, big banana spiders with a bunch of eyes. Birds eat bugs and then they sing a pretty tune. Maybe I should look into eating bugs pretty soon. Every time I get an itch, I think of all the things I done stepped on that I never did see. And I go, okay bugs, one for me. Bzz, 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 bzz. Praying for, but he's probably just thanking the Lord that he don't live in a home and he don't got a phone and he don't sit around all angry and bored. He's just a bug. A bunch of little ants on a row, stink bugs, taking it slow. Little ladybug and a centipede with 100 little legs and 100 little feet. I like bugs, and I'll tell you why. They're alive, and so am I, bugs. Thanks a lot, y'all. FreshGrass. Thanks, Lukas. Encore.
One more time for Jesse Wells. Give it up. He's yours. Do you want him to come back? I think he's coming back. You sure you want him to come back? I think he can hear you. Are you sure you want him to come back?
Soft, oh gracious light of savages beneath the stars. Charted souls projected flights with their axes and their swords. But away from the night, cometh dance, cometh song, cometh lute, cometh fire. The road warrior, Nazareth patriot was sighing Zion in excess. While the Lord and God of faces donned a youthful chain and dress. You have heard it said, make it great again, make your own self great. That's a good place to begin. When the devil plays his fiddle, I'm gonna meet you in the middle. My silver-joyed companion peeping at my side as we gazed into the moonset, wondering where in space we'd hide. All the green-skinned princes in systems far away, saying proverbs I can't mean in a language I can't say. And if these alkaloids elicited the origins of my mind, then why is the jackalope approaching, winking both its beady eyes? Oh, ye wizards of ineptitude, you've conspired for my end, as the flames of hell come rolling on the Santa Ana wind. When the devil plays his fiddle, I'm gonna meet you in the middle. Jungle with a fever and a rod, cursing all that dared to live, cursing me, Indian God, and the arrows of the natives leapt forth and skewered me. Don't we come here in a wonder? Don't we leave in mystery, mystery? And when we sailed into that salt lake, hope itself, and we beach the damned craft, seeking death to no avail. There will be no hell to pay. No hell has came and went. There is nothing left to kill. There is sand and that is it. When the devil plays his fiddle, I'm gonna see you in the middle, friend. I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama, put my gun